What's up? So welcome. I'm so excited about this channel. My name is Regina. Some people call me Gina, some people call me G. And welcome to Think It Through with G. So my intention for creating this channel was to challenge ourselves to think deeper about surface level issues, right? And also to just challenge ourselves to think when we have to make decisions, because we live in a society where it's so fast paced that we don't give ourselves the opportunity to just slow down and make decisions from an intuitive place, from a spiritual place, from a grounded space, so that we can ensure that the decisions that we're making are not just for now, but for long term. And so, because society, kind of challenges us, or it forces us, I should say, to make decisions just so quickly, we don't give ourselves time to really think it through, right? So now there's this whole black love, which I love, by the way. I love love. And it's forcing us to make this, and sometimes it's forcing us to make decision, right? Because it's trending. So we're putting ourselves into relationships without really thinking it through. We're going to jobs that we hate without really thinking it through. We want to be entrepreneurs, but we're thinking it through and we're getting roadblocks, right? And so sometimes we just need to think things through, right? And if sometimes when we're thinking it through, we reach a roadblock, our growth is to push past that roadblock and continue thinking it through. So really, I want this channel to be a space where different topics are suggested, where different topics are explored, where conversation challenges us to just think about long-term effects of the decisions that we make. So it obviously isn't an easy process, but in the long run, it will be beneficial that we think things through. So two of my favorite books are As a Man Thinketh and As a Woman Thinketh. And my whole approach, right, is as we thinketh, right? As I thinketh. And so it's important to acknowledge the role that thought process plays in our decisions and how it contributes to the outcomes that we want to see. So every week I'll have a different topic that maybe based on trends or based on what's going on in the world. I'll have just a different topic that to just dissect and think through. I am a social worker, but I want that to be I want that information to be collaborated with my life experiences, right? And also of the experiences that I experience as part of the culture, as a woman. Just there's so many layers to it that I don't want only my role as a therapist to be what supports this information, because I grew up in the inner city in Boston. And so, coming from the inner city, it's a different view than someone who grew up in the suburbs or who grew up in the country. So I don't want just therapy to be that role, because I feel like I have a lot of layers to offer. So I'm going to be posting weekly. This is new for me, so be patient with me. If there's topics that you want to explore, feel free to drop it in the comments. Again, I want this to be a space where everyone gets to contribute to the conversation. And there may be times that if I see a comment, I may just pick something out the comment, or even if it's someone that's expressing, I don't want to say negativity because I don't really like using that, but if someone's expressing something or their opinion that I may not necessarily agree with, I may pick that and just have a conversation about it, because I'm not going to hold myself hostage to comments. And if a comment does strike a nerve, I think it's important to create the space for it, because in reality, that's just how it's going to be. People are going to like what you do, people are not going to like what you do, and you open the space for it either way. So please join me, hit the subscribe, and just rock with me. Again, thank you for tuning in to Think It Through with G.